Ducks offense takes the field to start this game off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Now the play fake. The sure hands, it's Dickey. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Broncos offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true center fielder, so this receiver's going to have to make plays.
This just is such a great job of getting guys on the ground. A lot of people are in position, but he makes plays, so him versus a dynamic wide receiver on the outside will be a great matchup.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Broncos are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. 6th play of the drive coming up. On the ground, it's Genty.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to scramble. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. The give to the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He looks that one in nicely. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time. All kinds of running room. Past the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Gabriel. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Bounced right back to them.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Ducks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Genty. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Just putting a lot of pressure on the back there. Throwing it to him behind the line of scrimmage on the perimeter, 3rd down. You're going to have to make a lot of people miss. There was just nowhere to go, and you just had to run out of bounds.
First down here for the offense. Looking for space, it's James. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Looking left. It's caught. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They're going to run it. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Gabriel. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And what a throw to get it in there. And they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Ducks are rolling down the field. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. To the ground with the back. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that 1st down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the 1st down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And he's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And the Broncos want to crank the tempo. They keep attacking through the air. Keeps looking downfield. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Boise State.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right?
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. 60 minutes of...
Cross his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, and made the big play.
This offense has a 2nd down play. The give from the gun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Gonna run it. It's Genty. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Power football with the run. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it at the tag. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Movement here from the tight end. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! It's a much-needed life for this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find them. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Grabbed behind the line. It's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
He'll let one go down the right side. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke 1 tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
A 3rd down try for the offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Wants to throw on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. Right on target this time. Makes the catch and knocked down.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick six. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good look to throw in.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Broncos decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Offense getting set for first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. After the misfire, it's second down. Looking to pass. It's Gabriel. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field, but...
Nothing to pass. Defense.
They're going to get another chance after throwing the ball away. That roughing the passer call quite fortuitous for this offense. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. He's back to throw on second down. Going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. It's still third and goal. looking downfield, it's Gabriel. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll go to the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Try to get it on the ground. And the Broncos get it past the sticks.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get... Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Unleashes one. Got his man. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, looking at second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Scrambling away. Fires to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. On the move. It's James. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to pick up the first. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Genty. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Ferguson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Here on 3rd down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He's got his man. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside give. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll try the run.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And the Ducks looking to convert on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Tackled after picking up the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
How do I make the defense defend multiple plays? Really nice job running the RPO. The pass threat, you can tell, softened them up a little bit. Now you hand the football off, and you get the big third down conversion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's got it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Back to the air one more time. He'll pull it down, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Lets it fly. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Get the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive through. He wants to go deep. And 5th interception by this quarterback. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Broncos will line it up on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a gap. It's James.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll try it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. The give to the back.
Ball carried by the running back. Picks up 1.
The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Now improvising. He'll throw it. He's got his man. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. They try to pop a run on the draw. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. From the red zone, looking for a space. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To give as they work on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The offense set for a first down play. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Broncos moving quickly to the line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. That one comes out hot down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First down here for the offense. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this is